Hi there, Lord Frost again. I was talking yesterday about preparation for Bloodstock, and it got me thinking about some other bits and pieces that can give handy information for preparing. There's a lot of new folk going, as happens every year, and preparing for a festival, any festival, can be a daunting task. Best thing to do is, well, what some folk do, like myself, I share with a friend. Been doing that for a few years. That keeps carrying materials and stuff to a minimum. Get yourself a rucksack. You can get one on Amazon for about 20 quid or £25. Get yourself a decent sleeping bag. Reason being is because at night, sometimes it can be warm at night when you're lying on top of a sleeping bag, which I've done in the past. But on occasion over the past few years, it can get really cold where you're actually shivering. So it's better to get a decent quality sleeping bag so you're nice and cozy and you're not shivering like mad. There's nothing worse when you can't sleep because you're physically shaking that much, for shivering that much. Mentioned about pillows yesterday. It's a good idea. It only cost a £5 or thereabouts, and believe me, it's worth it. It means it's the difference between not getting a decent night's sleep and getting a decent night's sleep. Also, it's easy to bring too much stuff, as in clothing. What I do, what a lot of people do, is when bands get announced on the web page and on social media, I go by that as a guide to what t-shirts to take with me. I usually take one long sleeve with me of a particular band. For example, this year Emperor are playing, so Emperor long sleeve goes in the bag. So get the t-shirts, change of trousers, be another pair of shorts or trousers in case of weather. Also lightweight rain jacket and waterproof trousers, because after the experience of Download 2016, aka Groundload, where the equivalent of 800 Olympic-sized swimming pools worth of water fell that weekend, I decided, right, go by the philosophy of Billy Connolly. According to Sir Biggen, there's no such thing as bad weather, just the wrong clothes. So I thought, right, okay, that philosophy works for me. Invest in a lightweight rain jacket, like for example Regatta, good quality stuff, and the same for waterproof trousers, plus change of footwear in case of bad weather, which is very important. Money, set yourself a sensible amount and set yourself a budget for each day, and keep the money in safe places, because big festival, you just have to be aware, be careful. Also, another thing that has happened over the past few years is that because sometimes the weather can be a bit off, the festival organisers prepare the ground you maybe noticed in the festival arena in recent years, there's lots of holes in the ground set apart. Every so often there's a hole. Because the fields that are used for the festival arena area is agricultural land, as in farming, and it's right next to a river. If any of you've looked at photographic maps, you'll see it as a river sneaking past round the side of the arena area, and it links up with Catton Hall itself, the mansion. So it's quite close to the water table, and in the past, I think the 2010, the main walkways, because of the volume of people that were walking and heavy rain, it was thunderstorms, the main walkways resembled the Somme. It was very, very muddy and very slippery underfoot. The access lane between the festival arena entrance and Midgard was impassable. It was over a foot of silty mud. So what we do is these areas, the main walkway areas, especially as you're going into the festival, getting your wristband, you'll notice that there's sometimes there'll be straw and chipped bark underneath, and especially the festival arena entrances, they have that on the ground, and metal ramps that are raised a wee bit. This is so that if there's any moisture in the ground, the bark and the straw and everything else, it prevents muddy areas from being created. It was basically advice, suggestions given by fans after Bloodstock 2010 and since then, to help cope with a reduction of the amount of mud. Best camping area, Midgard. Party atmosphere, fantastic. Can get a bit crazy. You get your bin jousting. It's not really my thing. I find it's a bit of a pest. A lot of people are into it. Fair enough. For those of you who've been before, you'll know what it's like. Bin jousting can be a lot of fun. It can be quite a spectacle, but just do it safely, because some people have been badly injured, broken legs and broken arms and stuff. Not nice. I can think of better ways to have a smashing time. Terrible joke, I know. Another thing is, there's a lot of folk with disabilities that go to Bloodstock, and a lot of people with young families. It's a very family friendly festival, very welcoming, anything goes, and as I said, lots of folk with disabilities go to the festival. Don't exclude these folk. Be respectful to everybody, and if somebody's a wee bit lonely, include them into your crowd. Make them feel welcome, because the more you do that, the more likelihood that that individual will want to come back in the future. I had a look at the list of things that are not allowed. I basically covered a lot of those things yesterday. I had a wee check, and I was right enough for those things. The only thing that was an issue last year, and it was ridiculous, was queuing to get in. Because of the volume of people, it was just nuts. Shuffling along about a foot or so every 2 or 3 minutes. It took, I think, over 2 hours to get in the last time. Another thing, when you're in that situation, if you're prone to burning, like me, wear a hat, because there's nothing worse than having a red face. I think if you end up with your face being barbecued, not nice. So wear a hat that gives you plenty of cover for your head, and suntan lotion as well. Right, so this is the end of part 2. If anyone wants to any other additional information about Bloodstock, let me know, and feel free to subscribe. And thank you very much for the people that have already subscribed. That means a lot to me. So I'll see you soon.